I, 32F, recently took a 14-hour international flight. I specifically booked a window seat months in advance because I love watching the scenery during takeoff and landing, and I can lean against the wall to sleep during long flights. I also paid extra for seat selection to get this specific window seat in a quieter section of the plane. I settled into my seat, got comfortable, had my neck pillow arranged just right, and was looking forward to finally relaxing after a stressful month at work. About an hour into the flight, after we'd reached cruising altitude and I'd just started dozing off, a woman tapped me on the shoulder. She asked if I'd be willing to switch seats with her husband so they could sit together. She pointed to her husband 3 rows back in a middle seat, sandwiched between 2 larger passengers. I genuinely sympathized with their situation, but I politely declined, explaining that I'd specifically chosen and paid extra for this window seat months ago because I have trouble sleeping on planes without being able to lean against something. Her friendly demeanor immediately changed. She got visibly upset and said it was just common courtesy to help couples sit together, and that it's only a seat, not a big deal. I reminded her, still trying to be polite, that they should have booked their seats together when they purchased tickets, or paid to select seats next to each other. There were months between when flights opened for booking and our departure date. She argued that seat selection fees are a scam, and that real people just help each other out. I told her I understood her frustration, but I wasn't willing to give up the seat I'd planned for and paid for. She stood there for an awkward moment, clearly expecting me to change my mind, before huffing loudly and walking back to her seat. For the rest of the flight, every single time she walked past me to use the bathroom, which was frequently, she'd give me these theatrical, dirty looks and sigh loudly. Her husband looked embarrassed every time she did it. At one point, she even made a comment to the flight attendant within earshot about selfish passengers who don't care about anyone but themselves. When we landed, she made sure to bump my seat extra hard while getting her bag from the overhead compartment, and muttered something under her breath that I couldn't quite hear, but definitely wasn't pleasant. I told my friend about it when I got back, and she said I should have just switched to be nice, that it wouldn't have killed me to sit in a middle seat for a few hours, and that I was being stubborn over something small. She said relationships are more important than comfort, and I should have thought about how that couple felt being separated. But here's the thing. I paid for what I wanted. I planned ahead. And honestly, it was a big deal to me because I specifically booked that seat so I could sleep, which I desperately needed. If sitting together was so important to them, they had the same opportunity I did to select seats together. My friend's reaction has me second-guessing myself, though. Was I being selfish? Should I have just sucked it up and switched?